What's up? I wanted to make a video today over the strategy that I'm using to trade and the trade that I took when I was on TikTok live and captured um I captured a good amount of points. But basically what I trade using ICT and I trade using inversion fair value gaps. But my point of interest, I'm always trading from a higher time frame level. So right here on the 4 hour, we have we on the 4 hour time frame. So we have this fair value gap right here. And if I draw this out, we tapped into this fair value gap on the 4 hours. So once we tapped into here, I was looking for I was looking for buys. Once we tapped into this fair value gap, I was looking for a signal to buy. Let's pull up let's pull up two charts. That way I can have ES right beside it, because if you know anything about trading, you might know about SMT, smart money. It's basically divergence. It's basically a diversion where one asset is doing one thing and the other asset doesn't do the same thing. So that's what we want to look for. So usually you look at both of these to see is it correlating, and you can kind of see. Let's go, maybe we go down to the hour. So that's one thing I like to look for is SMT, and see, do I see a difference in the assets that I'm trading? And if we look down here on the hourly, here you see it tapped into this fair value gap in this hour. It's really the same fair value gap. But let's look here, we tapped into a fair value gap here also on ES. So normally I like to pair my 1 hour with the 5 minutes. So normally I'll drop back down to the 5 minute. I'll drop down to the 5 minute and see, do I see anything as far as setup wise. And like I said, we have NQ here and we have ES here. These are correlated assets. So if you see one that's not quite doing what the other one is doing, it's a hint that you can have an opportunity in the market to take a trade. But let me just show you. Let's just look at NQ here, because let's see. And I looked at once I seen it tap down into here, I looked at the 5 minute, but like I said, I trade inversion. So I didn't see inversion set up on the 5 minute. So normally what I do when I don't see my setup on the 5 minute, I start dropping down time frames. And I came down to all the way down to the 1 minute time frame. And you can see here, we tap down, we tap down into here a little bit here, but I was kind of a little cautious. I wanted to see if we could go a little lower. So what ended up happening, we did end up sweeping this, and we got an inversion here. Let me change the color for this inversion. Uh, and let me take down this a little bit, and I can delete. I can let's just do it this way. So we'll know that this is we'll know that it's a higher time frame fair value gap. Let's see. We'll just delete it first. And let's say higher time frame FVG 1 hour. We probably need to change this color to white. So we know below this white line, that's the fair value gap. I just want to make the chart a little cleaner. So what I was looking for, once I seen this inversion here, I like to see a close above this inversion. Once we got a close above this inversion, I wanted to look and see, could we make it up here to these equal highs? We have equal highs here, and equal highs are normally easy liquidity that you can target. So I just want to target this easy liquidity up here. And if we pull out our risk to reward, you'll see you want to place your stop loss below the bottom of the inversion fair value gap, this fair value gap right here. And you want to enter at a close above it. So my entry would have been here, and my take profit would have been at these equal highs up here. So if you're looking, let's take this off. If you're looking at this, you can see that this was, let's see, make sure. Okay, yeah, this was a 3-to-1. This was a 3-to-1 trade right here. And again, I'm just simply trading inversion fair value gaps from a higher time frame. And let's go back out to ES to see that I can't quite remember. Let's go down to the 1 minute on ES and see what did ES do. What time was it? I think we're right here. I think we're here. Yeah, we're right here. So these two are the same charts here. And you can see here we came down and we swept below this pretty clean. And on here, we really never came below this one. We really didn't sweep. It tried to. It it maybe barely did it, but I really didn't see it sweep like this. So I would count this as SMT because we had something that happened here that didn't happen here. And a lot of times that can be a signal that the market is about to shift. And that's something that I use to tell that the market is about to shift. And it's called SMT. Like I said, I seen this inversion fair value gap, and I like to trade inversion fair value gaps. And I targeted equal highs up here. So that's an easy target that you can always target, or easy equal relative equal highs that you see on your chart. Like I said, I just wanted to make this quick video going over the trade that I did because I told someone on the TikTok live that I would go over, and I know they understand a little bit about ICT. If you don't understand ICT, I can make further videos explaining my strategy, like exactly what is an inversion, what is a fair value gap, how to spot liquidity, how to form a higher time frame bias, and things like that. Because let's go back to this 4 hour. Once I seen us tap into this fair value gap, I understand fair value gaps, and I understand that once price comes into a fair value gap, that it can push price higher. It can be a reason for price to go higher. So that would be me using my higher time frame bias in order to know that it's time to probably be bullish if my lower time frames align and I get a setup to be bullish. So I could be on this 4 hour. Now I would be looking for longs until everything is invalidated. So even looking at this higher time frame going forward for the rest of the week, we have this inversion on the higher time frame. So if I was to be traded from the higher time frame, we tapped into this fair value gap here. We have an inversion here. We closed above the inversion here, and I could target all of this all of this low resistance liquidity here, which this is like the all-time highs. I could be taking a trade up to the all-time highs from here. And now that I'm seeing this, based on how we open tomorrow, I might swing trade something into all-time highs because this is a good setup, and I will keep you guys updated. It will be a tight stop loss. It will be a pretty tight stop loss. Close below here, and target something like this. Of course, we'll take runners. It'll be something like a swing trade, but of course, we'll take runners along the way. But I just want to go over my strategy. I will be going over it further. I'm trying to get better with making YouTube videos. So any questions you may have or any tips you may have for me, feel free to leave a comment, and I'll do my best to get back to you or get better with the content that I'm making.